I'm live, it says. Well, have yourself a black Christmas. How's that? I'm dreaming of a black Christmas. Let's have a black Christmas this year. Do you know what that means? Of course you don't know what that means. Because I haven't told you yet. But it's a video, reminds me of a video I made last year. Hopefully I'll get a chance to upload that soon. And I'm here at Walmart, kind of like the inspiration for a Black Christmas. Now, of course, it's very early. Everybody's asleep, except for those of us that are up before the sunrise, first to hit the block. Little bad motherfucker with a hair full of knots. Anyway, my plan is for this year, I would like to, on my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel right here, youtube.com/Diego Don Juan, I would like to read the entire Bible for Bible study. Today's Sunday, too. Here in America, that's when we typically do the church thing, go to church. So hopefully later today, I'll uh, I'll be able to do a Bible study. I got a Bible study. I got a Bible somewhere. I gotta find it though. I gotta look for it. Um, but when I was a teenager, started at 18, wanted to read the entire Bible. Started at 18, finished till I was 19. Took some months, man. It's a lot of words in the Bible. The 66 books that they gave us in the King James Version. Read through the whole Bible, man, and wasn't what I expected. It happens a lot when you read something, especially something that you've been wanting to read for such a long time. And a book like the Bible, so influential, has so much influence on the entire world. What does it mean? And then it was written in an ancient language on top of that, an ancient language that I don't speak. Boy, what a confusing book. That was a long time ago I read that too. It was a long time ago I was a teenager. But still don't get it. And I still read it often, but I haven't read it cover to cover again. And that's my plan this time around. What is the Bible, man? What is that? Is that the divine word from the creator of the universe? Is that some kind of allegory, a book of allegories? What is it? What are those 66 books? Well, of course, they're not enough knowledge. You have to read much more than that. First time I read it, thankfully, I read a pretty good version. It was a study Bible. It had quite a bit of explanations. It was able to help contextualize quite a bit, considering what I was going to have to do. Read that whole book all by myself. Not a lot of help. Had a dictionary. Maybe. I probably didn't have a dictionary when I started reading it. But I have used the dictionary to help. Ran through a concordance here or there. Of course, I've been to churches and been to other religious buildings besides churches. Have I? Have I ever been inside a temple or a mosque or a synagogue? I honestly don't know, but I've been in a lot of churches, man. A lot of black churches. And it's sad to say that it seems like they haven't read that book. They'll beat you over the head with it, but have they read it? Have you read it? Do you have one? And have you had one for like 10, 12, 13, 14? Have you had one for a long time and still ain't read it? I was once in love with a woman. She loved to read. I believe she might have read the whole Twilight series. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know she read a lot. She went to college. And you know, in college, they make you read a lot. Have you ever seen a college textbook? Man, that's even harder to read than the Bible, I think. The one that I read. cover to cover. Psychology 101. That was years later. But the Bible, what does the Bible say? It says so much. And I still don't speak Hebrew. That's one of the reasons that, I do pay attention to the Jews. In particular, the Hebrew Israelites. Of course, they look like me. And they say Jesus looked like me. So it's easier for me to listen to brothers like the Hebrew Israelites. But I've also heard from the Spanish Moors, and I'm talking about the ones that Spanish Moorish science, the Spanish Moorish scientists. You remember those guys? I do. There's Nation of Islam. I listen to them. I listen to a lot of people talk about this Bible. But like I say, I need to read it again cover to cover. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do it. But let's get back to this Black Christmas, because this is not Bible study time. Like I say, hopefully I'll do that later today. It's early, very early, up before the sunrise. And Black Christmas here in Walmart. Walmart has really changed America, man. Really quick. The Walmart family, they're so wealthy. Give a lot of people in this country jobs. Move jobs around. Change things. And the only thing you could, be sure of is change. Change is always coming. Change is always around the corner. The only constant is change. Can't remember whose quote I'm using right there, but it's a famous one. That's change, people. Black Christmas. We need to buy land. We need to save. We need to have good bank accounts and 401ks, and we need to do everything. We are America, especially those of us with brown skin, those of us natural people, those of us who probably weren't wearing high heels 500-600 years ago in our DNA, or, did smartphones exist before? Who knows, man? Who knows what was going on 500, 600, 700 years ago? I know you shouldn't believe the hype. Question everything. In the book of Proverbs, it's so many great verses out of Proverbs. A wise man once told me, and I believe my mother told me, I believe a lot of people told me this in life, read a book of Proverbs a day. It's the book of wisdom, written thousands of years ago. Have you read it? It's only 30. It's not that far into the book. Lost connection for a second there. But I guess I was getting sidetracked. So Genesis, that's where we'll start. And that's the most interesting book. So that should be easy to read through. However, I know I'm going to stop a lot because there's going to have to be a lot of explanation and contextualization. Genesis. So many people talk about this book, and I don't get how they didn't read what I read. And a lot of times in my life over the years, I've corrected people. They'll say, blah, 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 the Bible says this and that. Then I'll correct them. And they might argue with me, but a few years later, they won't tell me that I helped them see that better or clearer, but I see that they've changed and they've accepted some truth. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the only one that can read the Bible. Like I say, I don't even speak Hebrew, never have. Picked up a little bit here and there, but do I even know if that's real Hebrew? Who's teaching the Hebrew these days? Black Christmas, got sidetracked. John Crawford got assassinated in the Walmart in Ohio. Y'all remember that story? There was another man, he was leaving out of a Walmart. An older man. A man who had a legal gun. He walked out this way, and some random customer tackled him. Man was walking with a cane, and some random customer tackled him. He has a gun! Why can't he have a gun? And why did I miss it? Did Walmart ever speak up for John Crawford or that man that was tackled, or any of the other things that have happened in their stores over the years, the things that I've experienced in their stores? Yeah, I've seen a lot in Walmarts over the years. Anyway, a Black Christmas. A Black Christmas. We're going to get more into that. But you know the difference between black and red and white. You know what a white Christmas is. And I don't know if you know what a red Christmas is, but you usually have them. People who love the commercials and spend all the money, you have red Christmas. You end the year in the red. End it in the black. Have money in your bank account. Bring in more money, keep more money. Don't just buy your kids the nicest shoes. Invest for their future. An insurance plan, you know? Do they even sell those here? They got a nail shop, some kind of bank. Every Walmart is different. McDonald's right there, nail salon, a convenient bank, restrooms, a few other things. But I don't remember them ever trying to sell me insurance. And I'm not knocking Walmart, but I'm just saying, let's have a Black Christmas this year. Stop complaining about it, man. Save that money. Live for tomorrow, not for today. That child is not a fashion accessory. That child is your chance at the future in ways that you don't understand yet. You can't lean on our own understanding. All right, folks, well, I've talked long enough. Like I say, hopefully this Bible study, I get to it later today. And like I said, I'm very grateful for Walmart. I'm going to probably buy something to drink before I leave. But as far as like the tree and all that, that ain't for me. That's for them. Not even supposed to have trees in our house. If you want a tree in your house, live outside. Save some money. Fir trees. How did that happen? Anyway, I'm off. Buy some water. That's what you buy at Walmart. Water. Buy good stuff. What am I going to buy? Doesn't matter because this is not a commercial. Let's hope that these holidays are happy and safe for everyone across the world. Let's hope that we continue to wake up. We're getting real close to that 400-year mark. You hear me, folks? 400 years, we're getting there. How are you going to be prepared for the anniversary of this? How are your children going to be prepared for this? Prepare. 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 If you prepare properly, you probably won't perform poorly. Anyway, signing off, the real Diego Don Juan.